Hello everyone and welcome back to your second stimulus check and stimulus package update for today, August 20th. We have more good news coming from the Capitol. I will go over a quick update on the unemployment benefits, the second stimulus check, and the next stimulus package. So stay with me, of course. I will also answer some of your questions at the end of the video. As always, my name is Dion, and if you have already subscribed to my channel, welcome back and thank you very much. Make sure to like this video because that helps with the YouTube algorithm so more people like you can see it. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing for daily stimulus updates and other personal finance tips in the future. As millions of Americans are concerned about the unemployment benefits and those extra payments that have proved to be life-saving for some, I would like to update you on the FEMA approvals and which states are providing the extra $300 unemployment benefits that were already approved with an executive order from the president. I have received so many questions from you, thank you for which, by the way, and I want to clarify something here. The concern I see in my community and all over social media is, why aren't all states providing the extra $300 per week for unemployment benefits? That is a great question, and I can see why this is confusing for some. You see, the extended unemployment benefits were not approved by a stimulus package. Those $300 were not funded by Congress with another stimulus bill. Those extra $300 of unemployment were extended with an executive order, which means the funding is part of money left over from the CARES Act and other programs. So that is why an application is needed with FEMA. If states choose not to apply, then the people living in those states will not receive the extra benefit. So to put it simply, the payments aren't automatic. States must apply through FEMA. And we now have 11 states that have been approved from FEMA, and those states are Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Iowa, Louisiana, Missouri, Montana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Utah, and Maryland. If you live in those states, you should start receiving the extra $300 benefit. In addition to this, great news has come out from the governors of Montana, West Virginia, and Kentucky. All three states have agreed to pay the full $400 of unemployment benefits to their people. The extra $100, if you remember, was optional, and states had to choose if they want to pay it or not. So let's get back to the second stimulus check and the next stimulus package. Some new developments are coming from the Capitol, and we have new economic reports out. Just came out this week. They will shed more light as to why the American people and the American economy needs another stimulus bill. I mean, I think everyone can see why we need it, but when the data speaks, you can't deny it, right? Many economists, and I'm sure our lawmakers, were hoping for a second week in a row of lower unemployment claims. But that was not the case. The most recent report showed that we have 1.1 million Americans that filed initial claims for unemployment benefits. That is still levels well above the Great Depression. Andrew Statner at the Century Foundation said it perfectly. It's clear that what is keeping people unemployed is not overly generous benefits, but a lack of job openings. And that, my fellow viewers, is the big problem now. The unemployment benefits expired. At the same time, consumer spending is decreasing drastically because the first stimulus checks are running out. And on top of it all, businesses are not rehiring fast enough and jobs are scarce. Three things that are clear indications that we need more stimulus and we need it now. I mean, I'm not making these things up. Economists are not wrong and the data is crystal clear. Walmart came out with their own statements that government relief payments provided a significant boost for the retail sales during the last 3 months. As stimulus money dried out in the late July, sales cooled off. But what are our lawmakers doing about it? Well, the good news is that they're working on a new stimulus package deal, but it might not be what we're all expecting. According to the recent reports, the new skinny stimulus bill will be for $500 billion. Yes, Senate Republican leaders are preparing a slimmed down coronavirus relief package of roughly $500 billion that will include extended payments for the unemployed people, help for smaller businesses, and of course, there will be also $10 billion funding for the U.S. Postal Service. Now, I personally take this one of two ways, honestly. We are either seeing the GOP scrambling to come up with a compromise solution that will be passed as soon as possible and work on a second stimulus check as a separate bill down the road, or somehow, in some way, there is an agreement with Democrats to pass this skinny bill and call it good. What do you think? Does this new slimmed down bill make any sense to you? We went from the HEROES Act, $3 trillion, to the HEALS Act down to $1 trillion proposal, and the president, of course, asking for a $2 trillion stimulus package. And we're now at the bill that is deprived of a second stimulus check and barely offering any funding at all. Something doesn't seem right here, right? So I will tell you what I think will happen. For right now, the pressure is to extend the unemployment benefits. Millions of people are unemployed. States are refusing to accept the executive orders. And even if they do, the funding there is limited as well. So Democrats, Republicans, and the president are in a rush to pass something that will at least provide for the millions of people that have lost their jobs and cannot find employment. Negotiations over a far larger coronavirus relief bill and a second stimulus check should be expected to resume down the road, maybe after Labor Day. The Treasury Secretary literally blasted Democrats in a recent CNBC interview, criticizing them for what he called stubborn tactics and a refusal to discuss any reasonable deal on the next stimulus package. And that stubbornness from all parties involved is costing the American people a lot. Stubbornness that by the looks of it will be dealt with in a way that was already presented to us. Smaller stimulus bills addressing different issues at a time. And one of those smaller bills should have a second stimulus check in it, in my opinion. And I will answer a couple of your questions as well. Thank you, by the way. Please keep them coming. I love reading and answering to those comments as much as I can. First question is from Kathleen Livingston, and she is asking, when are they going to back to table to talk about the stimulus check? We're all still waiting. Yes, Kathleen, we are all still waiting for months now. The talks are set to resume this Saturday when the House of Representatives should be back to discuss more funding for the post office. With Democrat leaders in Washington, as Mnuchin said it, we hope they can continue the negotiations for another bigger stimulus package. And the next question is actually a very interesting one that made me do some research on my own. Tara Colbell is asking, what would happen if not one single American voted this year? Would that get their attention? First of all, if no one voted, that would be one very powerful political statement, wouldn't it? Hard to imagine as a possibility, but if it was to happen, from what I can find as an information, and trust me, not that many people are discussing this scenario, it will go down to the Congress to figure out a way to elect the next president. And there would be some legal work from the courts as well. I truly don't know the exact answer to this question. Very interesting topic. Thank you, Tara. Please like and share and comment. I appreciate you watching this video and I hope you're staying safe. Please hit the like button, and as you know, I have given you all the updates as soon as physically possible, with working around the clock for you. As soon as we know more, you will see it right here on the Finance Kit channel. I want to say thank you if you have already subscribed to my channel. If not, make sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell notification, because I will continue to bring you all the updates as they happen. I hope this video was informative and provided some value to you. If that's the case, like and share so more people can see it. Down in the description, you will find some other helpful links and helpful videos. Thank you for pushing your financial mindset towards a better reality. Until next time, stay positive, master your finances, and take a good care of yourself and those around you.